Yo, this one goes out to all those brothers and sisters that trying to make it. All the people on welfare, brothers in the P now. It's rough out there. I know what time it is. Yeah. I'm just trying to come on up, man. I'm just trying to come on up. You see what I'm saying? Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. I do more than survive. Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. Do you feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. Yeah. I ain't trying to be poor no more. I want the whole world, but the world's at war. My addiction's not a fiction. Now check it, what I see is living a life with no poverty. I bet you driving car that's paid for, and not having repo men hanging outside my door. I wanna live the life where phone bills are paid, food in my reefer, house with some shade, where I can drive around being happy, not moneyless, where I can afford a shrink to get rid of my stress. No more fears of dying young. I wanna raise my kids and see them live past 21. I have to sacrifice my life so I could raise proud kids and have a loving wife. You see, this man didn't make it off of luck. I see many doors slam when I was just trying to come on up. Just trying to come on up, man. I'm just trying to come on up. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. I do more than survive. Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. Do you feel what I'm saying? Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. I was homeless with a fucking attitude. Didn't see a future, too busy stressing food. Always hearing stories about an education. When I couldn't afford to eat, I felt the frustration. While my neighbor got 2 jobs that's on welfare, the kids are crack dealers and nobody fucking cares. Me, I'm too busy trying to tend to my own life. Went and joined the Navy for the gravy and rice. I figure I could rise in the service and die out here. Either way, I'm gonna have to be prepared. The fat bastards don't like a nigga dark. Trying to be positive and the best I can be. I stay strong, but I walk a tight rope. I never knew my own kind be slitting my throat. He had to do those things and put his stripes on his coat. You can't trust him, especially when he used my quote. I'm just trying to come on up, man. I'm just trying to come on up. You see what I'm saying? Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. I do more than survive. Just trying to come on up, man. Just trying to come on up. Do you feel what I'm saying? Just trying to come on up, man. I'm just trying to come on up. Now here's the 2 years of music theory and doing shows everywhere so y'all all can hear me. Yes, man, I put in my work. Bad managed companies had class getting jerked. Now I'm making my dreams reality. I drop my own fly jams and put myself on TV. Some think I made it overnight. It took 1,000,000 days of preparation for this one-day flight. I even trained for the crash. I'll be the one with the parachute glued to my ass, surviving with the plane crashed and gone. The black man that I am, I still be keeping on. 'Cause I don't believe in luck. Yo, it's a skill, baby. All the way up.
You can make it. Come on up.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another live with Holistic Wellness Worldwide. You are here. Thank you for joining us. Again, we missed you all on last strong as we were preparing for the Black Achievement Fund's 3rd birthday celebration, and ourself, Holistic Wellness Worldwide, as well as High Priestess MaakHeru with the Melanin Frequency was there vending and talking and meeting people. And so it was just such a great time. We had a lot to do in order to prepare. So we weren't able to be with you on last strong, but we're back. And I am so glad that you're here. For everybody that is tuning in live, please make sure you go and share with your platforms and let everybody know that High Priestess MaakHeru is back in the building and we are live and back on schedule. There is a lot going on, and so we want to make sure that you are all a part of this conversation tonight. Holistic Wellness Worldwide is super excited about some things that we are doing to collaborate with High Priestess with the Melanin Frequency, and so I know we're here a lot talking about the womb, but we are really going to expand the things that we're doing as we are evolving. And we want to make sure that we keep you informed as you're coming on and you are tuning in to the things that's happening, and then get you involved, fully involved in all of the things that are happening over at MIMEC. Because when I tell you, Melanated Immortals making evolutionary change, there is a lot going on, and we are connecting with those people who are like-minded, who are actually on the same missions. And so it would just be great for us all to just be able to come together and do this work as a whole. So, again, excited that everybody is here. I want to give you a few minutes to just go and share this with your platforms and let everybody know that we're here. And we are going to get started in just a moment. Let's see. If there are any delays or anything like that, please let me know in the chats. I am, for some reason, having some crazy internet connections, and I don't know why, because Mercury is issues. So, but we're going to press forward. So, tonight we have High Priestess MaakHeru and MaakHeru in the building again, as we always do on Wednesday nights. And I found something on our High Priestess that I want to share with everybody. I'm always reading her bio and talking to you about my kin twin, but the things that I am learning about her and the things that her bio seems to kind of be, she evolves daily. Understand what I'm saying? The work that she does evolves daily. So it's as if, I'm reading this stuff and it's like, but she is doing so much more now. But I found something that I wanted to share with everybody about High Priestess MaakHeru. So MaakHeru and MaakHeru, is a brain balanced Kemetic High Priestess, Yoruba initiated author of the book What's in Your Womb, which is the book that we focus on quite a bit here. 10-year veteran, Reiki master, teacher, and belief management counselor. She's a Reiki master teacher. I think we've heard her mention that before, but I've never read that in her bio. So I wanted to make sure that we share that with everybody. And a belief management counselor. That's deep, because we all have some BS that we are all holding on to. And I mean belief system when I say that. And so to be able to have that is an awesome thing for her to offer. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knew the things that are available with High Priestess and how you can possibly connect with her and MIMEC. Now, I'm not saying you're about to go get any Reiki work done. I just want to let you know her expertise and what all she is coming with. She is also known as the hip hop Reiki master. Y'all, High Priestess MaakHeru is the hip hop Reiki master. We're gonna have to tell her to drop a few bars for us on this evening. The hip hop Reiki, so many questions. She is the founder of the MaakHeru Foundation, Inc., Soul Psychic Fair, and the Groove Movement. She has traveled across the country speaking on energy from an African and interactive perspective, and has presented her seminars at the Congressional Black Caucus, the Urban League Young Professionals Group, as the opening speaker for KRS-One, y'all. Okay, that's why she's the hip hop Reiki master. She was opening up for KRS-One. All right, High Priestess, bars tonight. I want to hear those bars. Touring with the National Hair Care Expo, as we know, she just went to she did the Baltimore Hair Show and she spoke there. So we're going to get some information on how that went on this evening. MaakHeru focuses her energy on clearing the wound, energy, and beliefs in order to restore the true function and frequency of the wound in the Black woman. At the moment, we are currently working on so many things that I think that it is important that will help not just the Black woman, but the Black family, the melanated, the melanin dominant legacy holders, as High Priestess says in her mission. The things that she's working on, it is absolutely going to be shifting of the global consciousness. So out of her movement and all of the stuff that she's doing, she developed a technique called awe, which is the ancient ancestral wound elevation. Listen, we really have to get into this. I cannot wait to start my woke class, the courses, and to start. Y'all already know Holistic Wellness shares the journey. I haven't began the courses, but I'm going to. And as I go through them, believe me, you are going to not only witness the evolution, but I'm going to share it with you. And I know it is absolutely going to make you want to come over and join in and sign up as well. So with that said, I want us to talk tonight to High Priestess. I am going to get ready to bring her forward because there is so much going on in the world of MIMEC. Greetings, beloved. Can you hear me clearly? Okay. I can't hear you. You're still muted.
Okay, how about now?
There we go. Hey, Kid Twin. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I tell you, it feel like I just seen you yesterday.
Something like that, yes.
I know, but it's not fair. We got to come back. I know the people missed us. I know that, folks was like, where they at? Did they stop on us? What's going on? And we like, no, we told y'all we'd be back. We was out making things happen. So how are you on this evening? Well rested from this past strong in?
Yeah, I think I need a little bit more, but yeah, I'm good. I'm hyped though. I'm hyped. I've been going all day, so we just gonna keep it flowing. And I was sitting back here cracking up because I was like, wait a minute, where did she find that bio at? I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even. Wow, yeah, that was
doing some research.
I see. I'm like, wow, that's from way back. Okay.
But listen, the hip hop Reiki master. Come on, High Priestess. Drop some bars. Give us some bars.
Well, no. So what had happened? Okay. So one of my first workshops that I used to do before I had books, I used to do something called the chakra seminars. And, that sounds like a basic name. But what I would do is I would take the chakras and break them down using hip hop music. And that's how I would get the people to understand what they do. So I would use different songs to show how you're at the actually it was called hip hop holistic, okay, and how you would be at at the positive level of a chakra, and then the lower level of the chakra, or the shadow of the chakra. So I would use hip hop music, and you know how I sometimes, you've heard me, I still kind of speak in old school hip hop when I'm saying stuff.
Yeah.
But I gotta up my game because not everybody. I need some new lyrics. But I just can't understand the lyrics now. Like
Right. I was about to say, I don't know what you're gonna work with today. That's so funny that we're talking about hip hop lyrics because we were just the Immortal one. We were just having a conversation about the basis of all the lyrics. So I don't really know what you would use to describe the chakras today, but I would love to see that. Maybe that would be something we would do as a special for holistic wellness. Maybe we could pull that out. And for the old school heads, we have plenty of them.
Yeah, look, let me tell you what happened though. It was so funny because I did maybe we can, but I know some of y'all gonna hurt my feelings. Look, I got my feelings hurt one time. I forget what workshop it was I was doing. This was probably about a year and a half ago. I said, oh yeah, I used to do hip hop holistic, and I used to explain things in hip hop, and it went over really well. All right, and so I was using something. Half the people didn't know what I was talking about. Because for them, Biggie and Tupac is old school.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me.
Right. I understand that. Like, oh.
So I got my feelings hurt. And then, I know what it was. This was it. I was saying like songs that you could sing to yourself, depending on chakra. So I used Prince. So I'm like, oh, everybody loves Prince Adore. Like everybody knows all the lyrics to that song. And they listen, I had some like 20 and 30-year-olds in the class. They was like, what? Oh no, I don't like Prince. I said, what?
What? Oh my gosh.
So I had to go find some. But now I have upped my game. I have listened to some other music. I got like Childish Gambino I can listen to. I even got Cardi B I could pull out. Now I'm not gonna say what side of the chakra we talking about. But
just you never know.
Oh, are you looking at my lovely?
I did notice. I did notice. Right.
My melanin frequency
frequency over there.
Yes.
The frequency is transmitting. So for those of you who don't know, there is a lot. Like we are on here a lot. If you see in the background, we're talking about the womb evolution, and that has really been the focus. But what I love about High Priestess and everything that we do is always evolving. It's always growing and expanding. And of course, here Holistic Wellness Worldwide, we're gonna find a way to get the whole you up in here anyway. And so there is without a doubt something that we have been vibrating to. And while I want to let High Priestess go into all of the things that went on and how some of the stuff that you did while we were away, we brought up the melanin frequency and you started talking about it. So we gotta talk about this melanin frequency because I think that is something that is truly key. I think it is what's core, like getting everyone on the same frequency and then being able to do the work, do the healing and all of that type of stuff. It just seems like that would be the course of action. What is your thought process about that? Because we do have so much going on, but this melanin frequency seems to be the thing that we need in our lives.
So, I'm glad you brought that up, and we can tie it into the melanin frequency. It began on the fall equinox. I see your face. It began on the fall equinox of 2019. Now, that was not really the first frequency that we used. Okay, it literally, and this is goes into, so we've been talking about what's in your womb and unwounded. Okay, so it literally started with something called the Melanated Mother Code. Okay, that's really was the first time we talked about a frequency that is dedicated to shifting the energies that we see on this planet that are aimed towards melanin dominant people. So the first one was the Melanated Mother Code, and really tapping into the womb or the uterine energy. And when we talk about uterine, we're talking about the uterus, the universe. Okay, there's no coincidence that these words are very similar. Like I think I mentioned this on one of them, uterus utterance, utterance. Okay, because it is said that the universe came into um, form through an utterance. There was a sound. Okay, and so this you'll find this in the Kemetic cosmology. You found this in the Olmec Maya cosmology. You'll find them in various cosmology. Just leave it like this. It's all right. So um, so anyway, it started with the Melanated Mother Code and calling on that primordial energy from dark matter to come into this space and disable things that are being targeted and enable a frequency that clears the air. This is done. This is over. No more marching. No more, we don't need to fight. We don't need no more revolutions. We need to have an evolution. Evolution is permanent. Okay. A revolution, you may win, but you may have to fight again. And it might be an evolution, because evolution is in the word revolution, but it still means to re-evolve. Okay. To do it again. We don't want to have to do it again. Ain't no more. We don't see what happens over and over again. Okay, so it started with the womb. It started with the Melanated Mother Code. And then it really it transformed into the Melanin Frequency. The Melanin Frequency began on September 2019 as a 52-week energy vigil for the betterment of melanin dominant people worldwide. Each week, we would transmit a different frequency. Okay, that was a declaration. We're not asking. We laying it down. It's a transmission. We are transmitting, and it's a frequency. It's a vibration. Okay, that says our children will always operate in a safe space, free of targeting, where they can always know themselves as immortal beings, high frequency beings with immortal health and immortal wealth. So this is some of the frequencies that we would transmit. We transmitted frequencies specifically for the melanin dominant woman. We transmitted frequencies specifically for the melanin dominant man. Okay, and the level that we are going into, and we began calling ourselves the legacy holders, because now that we are the individual in our lineage that holds the physical form, we're the legacy holders. Okay, so our ancestors, they did their jobs, all right, but now they passed the baton on to us. So now it's, how are we going to take this to the next level? How are we going to take our family line to the next level, so that none of our descendants, who wants their descendants to go through what we've been through and what those who came before us have been through? No, we're stopping it. It stops right here. No more. Okay, so this is the melanin frequency. And why melanin? Because melanin is a polymer It is a neurotransmitter and is a neural receiver. This is probably why a lot of the movements that we've had have either been successful or unsuccessful, because melanin moves. Okay, it's not just physical, it's metaphysical. And when you attach emotion to melanin, okay, it follows the emotion. So if the emotion is fear, okay, it follows that. If the emotion is love, this is why, like, the bus boycott was so successful, because you got all of these people united. They felt that. They said, listen, we can take this thing down. And they took it down. Now imagine if we did that now. Oh, globally. Globally. And that's in the works, because, now, because of the internet, because of this, we're going worldwide. We are reconnecting with those of us in the continent or on the continent, and dispelling a lot of the things that have come between us to separate us. Okay, we're not African, we are African. Listen, I don't care what you call yourself. Okay, do we look alike? Do we look alike? I'm saying, forget the term that we put on. Do we look just alike? That's all I need to know.
That's all that really matters, right?
And we all look alike, and we are targeted the same way. Okay. And so do we need to come together on something? One, even if it's just to realize that we don't have small numbers on the planet. We have large numbers. Right. And probably the largest. Okay? If we really get down to it.
Yeah.
Because we can claim some folks in Asia. We can claim some folks in India. We can claim all the Pacific Isles. Okay, so so this was the melanated mother code. This was the information that primordial energy that we were putting out. Okay, like I said, it's not semantics. Yes, we were everywhere on the planet. Okay, but we look just alike. So whatever we decide we are, there's a reason why we look just alike. So whatever that reason is, let's go with that one. Okay, we even have, is it melanin, is it carbon? Whatever it is, it's a polymer, right. It's a neurotransmitter, it's a neural receiver. Yes, we are all carbon based, so we do know that. Sometimes we got to stop arguing about technical things. And look at what is it that is actually happening. If we put aside all of that, can we come together and stop all this nonsense? Because this don't make any sense. It really doesn't even make any sense. We could go to the next level if we get rid of some of this, this stuff that's just happening. There's nobody else. There's no reason why anybody in a physical form on this planet needs to be enslaved to anybody else. There's no reason why anybody on this planet, okay, should have she gotta find her way to me. You see I change rooms, right? She's gonna find her way. Okay. That's okay. That's my mini me. That's what she do.
It's all good. The influencer.
There's no reason why anybody on this planet, like, where one group should be targeting another for what? Like, if you really think about how stupid that is, it's really stupid. We ain't got nothing else to do. We don't have a planet to explore to find out what this does. What does this earth do? Okay, and why are we here? Why are we ain't got nothing else to do but target each other. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So there's no reason for that. This is just stupid. It's just idiotic. Okay. And it got to go. And however it got to go, that's how it got to go. So the first thing we do with the melanin frequency is say, it's not us. You're not targeting us no more. No, we're not participating in that anymore. Mm-hmm. There's no energy that's going to be given in that direction. I don't care if you are Karen, KKK. I don't care if you the Illuminati, the Boule. You want to put them out there too, whomever. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense to operate like that anymore. We're done. Mm-hmm. And we have the full authority over our physical form. Everybody individually has full authority. Mm-hmm. And dominion over themselves. Nobody gets to supersede that. The only reason they are is because we believe that they can and they are allowed to, and so we allow them. But when we start thinking about ourselves a little differently and we start changing that, it's going to change everything. And so those who want to be, still doing that, then they can go somewhere else and do it. Okay, probably hell. But anyway, let me start. They can go to hell and do that, okay? But it ain't gonna be here.
So let's see. What we had a comment in the chat.
So this is how do you explain the Republicans labeling the $1 billion bill for Black farmers reverse psychology? I mean, listen. Let me just say this in general about politics. And how I just really don't even deal with the politics. I mean, I get it. Because every time, so when this is not our template. Mm-hmm. The Black farmers, okay, can come together. I mean, I know this is where we're operating from or whatever, but it's not our baseline. See, we got to get to the point where that's not even our baseline. Okay. Can I curse on here? No, it's not. F the Republicans and the Democrats and the Independents and whoever else. F all of them. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If this is the baseline, because even that is still going to keep us entangled in this mess. This whole thing needs to be wiped out in something else that's better, that works for everyone.
This just sounds like a distraction. It's something to get us focused on something that's unimportant and off of the things that we're supposed to be doing. It's like if we on the things, that's what I love about the melanin frequency. It's like it gives you something else to focus on that is not causing harm. It is for the betterment of the melanin dominant legacy holders, for the advancement of the entire planet. This other stuff that we're focusing on, like how is that really benefit us? So it's in the wake of stuff like this, High Priestess. What is the goal of the melanin frequency to help get people to redirect their focus, those people that are supposed to do it? Because whether we understand everybody's not supposed to be on this.
Well, it's really to shift what we say is for the betterment of melanin dominant people worldwide. So it is literally what you said is when you start shifting your consciousness, when you start realizing that the government or whatever, the world, what do they call it? The organization, the UN, all of that. This is not our baseline. This is not our baseline. Our baseline is us. The baseline is our incarnation. Okay. And that has nothing to do with any government. It has nothing to do with their, it has everything to do with the contract and the agreement between us as an expression of the creator and what we came here to do on this planet. That's the agreement. That's the first contract. Okay. And as Rev Shock would say, this is first, we talking first frequency. Okay. When that's your baseline, then everything else has to fall in line with that. So they can't write no bill. They can't say nothing that can interrupt, okay, or have oversight over you as a being. Having an incarnation literally means that you, as an expression of the creator, have dominion over everything that you do on the planet. So if you start walking and talking like that, there is no government that regulates you. Okay. Yes. Do we need money? Do we need places to live? Whatever. Well, we'll start developing our own, kind of like they did in Freedom, Georgia. Okay. With the 500 acres on unincorporated land.
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Become
so
your
then,
own government.
and you have
Let
your
them
own
know we don't
government.
need you. Mm-hmm.
Right. And so this is not, so then that right there, that eliminates that piece. It's not your baseline. Okay. Or let's say you are living in the matrix. You learn how to be invisible, seen when you want to be seen. Nobody gets to stop you. You're not worried about no Karens and none. They have no power over you. They can't do ish. Okay.
They don't see
If they
you.
pick up the phone,
Right.
to call
Mm-hmm.
because they scared of you, they're going to need it for themselves, and not because you're going to do anything about it. It physically, it's because there's a frequency that's over you. She picking up the phone. Oh, this you know what I'm saying? She came, something gets stuck in her throat, they gotta come and help her, whatever. We don't care. Listen, you shouldn't have done it. You obviously need it. That energy is going back to you. You have no authority to put that energy on me. None.
Mm-hmm. And
so
we have to be know that we are powerful enough to do that, and we can't be afraid. I mean, people are they're operating in their power and their gift, which is why many of us are walking around feeling like, you hear brothers talking about they got the man on my neck. Yeah, because he physically has his foot on your neck, energy, but we're allowing that to happen when we have the power to shift it for ourselves and say, we're invisible. We were just traveling on the road. We saw it, like we can ride up and down the street and have no issues and no incidences with the law. I heard you talking about that before. It's like, just not have those problems, because that's not for us. So the answer, I mean, not the answer, not what's the answer. It's what do people need to do?
Well, I mean, everybody's feeling
where we need to, and how do people get on it? Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. I love that. That's a great question. Everybody's already feeling this. Everybody is already, you can just stop anybody on the street and talk to them about, oh yes, that's what I'm saying, we need to do this, we need to do that, or whatever. So technically you're already on it. Okay. When we unify, okay, and we realize that this is what's happening. I mean, I was in an Uber and I was talking to a brother from, greetings, Severa. Greetings. I was talking to a brother from I forget where he said he was from. Sierra Leone. Okay. He was talking about the same thing. There's a YouTube channel you can get on Pan African TV. Dr. Tata, they're talking about the same thing. Dr. Mumbai, I believe that's her name. They talking about the same thing. Okay,
That's right.
so we're already on it. Okay, and so it's a movement now, but it's not a movement that is led by one person
That's right.
that can, can be a target. You ain't got enough guns. Okay,
That's
you
right.
can't target everybody. Everybody's on it.
We are
Uh,
on it.
what do they say? This is my sci-fi nerdiness. Resistance is futile.
Oh,
It's futile. Forget it. It's
right.
done.
Yeah.
And many of us, those, what they say, each one teach one. That's real. When you start upgrading your consciousness and upgrading your, like, I want to go back to something that you said earlier, is that the people who are like, let's talk about the Karens, because they seem like they're the baddest people ever right now. You know what I'm saying? They are operating in they feel like they're operating in their full authority on
That's
something
right.
stupid. Now, why can't we feel like we operating in our full authority? Like some people say, "Oh no, that's crazy. You can't do that." Yes, you can. You can decide that you are not going to participate,
That's
that
right.
you are not a target, and neither
Mm-hmm.
are your children, and neither are anybody around you, because you don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. I don't want,
That's
I'm
right.
done with just being the one that just drive past and it doesn't happen to me. How about it can't happen around me either? Now,
That's
what if
right.
everybody decides that? That's the
Mm-hmm.
melanin frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because then
Mm-hmm.
once you get it, then you operate in your authority. And you don't even have to say nothing. You ain't got to make no phone calls. You ain't got to do nothing. All you know is that this one over here, if she think or he thinks he's going to aim something at us, you got something else coming. Literally. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's the energy you want, you can have it, but you're not going to put it on me.
That's
It's going
right.
to be directed right back from where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when those consequences start happening, we're going to stop seeing a lot of nonsense.
You're gonna skill. Is that the is it the hold on, let me get back to you. So is it a what is it? Is it skill? What is it that people need to do? Is it training? Um what do people need to do to get on it? I mean, you say we already on it, but some
But we
people are like,
already,
I don't know. I
we
don't know that I'm
already,
on it.
I love this. This is a great question because yes, great. This is a great question because some people may feel like, okay, I don't know if I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are beliefs that are attached to it, and there are experiences. Okay, if every time you go in the store you get followed around, if if you could say, hey, Oprah went into some exclusive store in Paris and they didn't let her in because they didn't realize who she was. Okay, and until they realized it was Oprah, they was like, oh, okay, we meant to do that to some other black woman, not you. Okay, so we know that these things exist. So those things kind of frame the past, or those experiences are kind of framing our present. Okay, that's why it's an evolution. After you watch this happen over and over again, now it's like, well, do you just decide that this is how things are? Okay, or do you say, hey, something else has to change? Now, what I recommend, and this is what you hear me say this, anyone who's taking classes with me, you'll hear me say this in my classes all the time. Start with something that is that you're not emotionally attached to first. Okay, start working yourself up while you at the gas station, you pumping, and you say, "Hey, I have full authority over me. Nobody, I'm not a victim. Can't nobody walk up on me." Now that's why you pumping the gas. You know what I'm saying? Why you washing the dishes? Why you making your food? Okay, and you just keep doing that. And you want to work yourself up into it too. You do. You want that emotion because you want the melanin. You want to heat it up. It's kind of like, and I don't know why I don't have my malas on. The malas that we have with the melanin frequency, they are made with black lava rock. Okay. And they get heated, literally. So if you chant with those beads, okay, you know what? Let me see if I can get my 7-year-old who wants to be on camera so bad. Excuse me. Do you think you can get my chanting beads, please? The black ones?
I was about to say, she'll bring them to you.
You can do a cameo, okay, if you bring those. So they get heated as you move them, okay? So you want the melanin to flow. All right. So, but you practice first. You practice. The more and more you tell yourself this, the more and more that it will become your nature. Oh, thank you. Okay. So these are the melanin frequency malas, and they have let me see. They're pretty long. Oh, there's a camera right there. Move it back so you can see. So we got the RBG. Woo! I love these. Okay.
Yes.
Designed by Holistic Wellness Worldwide. And so when you are chanting with the beads, you're moving them. They heat up. Okay. You take this, put this around your neck. It got all 52 frequencies in it. All of them. Okay. And so you practice first. That's really the answer. How do you get on it? How do you get yourself? But you want to get yourself worked up. It's called practice. It took a long time for us to be programmed not to be free. Okay. And if you think about children, even now, we literally still kind of teach them how not to be free. Moot wants one. Okay. All right, Moot. We gonna we gonna get you one. We gonna get you something to you. All right.
Make sure that happens.
Huh?
So we're gonna have to make sure that happens.
I was gonna tell her. I told her mate that I was going to send him some. So, if you get to the mail first.
I don't know what happened to you.
I don't even know what happened to you. You know how my aunt is. She don't be doing stuff when she say she going to do it. I don't know. But I got mine. I don't shoot. So yeah, you practice first. It took a long time for us to be programmed this way. Okay. And then we still are being programmed because the more and more we see, that you can go down Instagram, you can go down Facebook, and you will see video after video of Asians doing something to Black folks, kicking them out of hair care, hair stores because they own them all. I've seen some really, ones that are really humiliating. How they would stop women. They said there was shoplifting, and they had the girl's butt all out and everything like it, really. And then, of the police, so when you see these visuals, this is what you're thinking. Because when you look at that, you say, hey, that's me. That's my cousin. That's could be my child or whatever. That's what we have to stop. Okay. Because that's the visual. You want to, every time you see it and you think that, you want to change that thought around to they can't even do it. They can't even touch them. Okay. It's not possible. That's not my child. That's not me. We're not victims like that. You can't just come and put your hands on us and detain us like that. That's a all of this is just frequency. The reason they can do it is because it's a frequency that allows it. Okay, now we're putting out a frequency that says no, it is not allowed, and we are not participating, and we don't have to march on Washington to do it.
That's right.
Okay, energy, anything before it becomes something real, it's energy. Before we formed bodies, we were the energy in the egg. We were that those our eggs pulse, the ovum, it pulses. We were that energy and the energy in the sperm. When they come together, what makes it come together and form a body? What's giving the egg a pulse? What's making the sperm swim? Okay, there's some force that makes it move, so it has to be animated with something. So if you don't, this is all kind of stuff that I don't know about all that. This happens every day. Okay, so the frequency. So there is a frequency. There is an energy out there that says Black people are victims. We can do whatever we want to do them. We can, especially certain ones, we can stop them. We can detain them. We can drag them through our stores. We can just make a phone call and get them stopped. So now we're saying, we're not waiting for anybody else to say, hey, we need to stop this. It's not right. Man, forget that. We've given chances for that to be done. Okay, those chances are over. We're saying it. No, you can't stop us. No, you can, and you can't stop nobody else around me either. And the frequency, and I'm no longer going to look at these videos and put a frequency out like, man, I can't stand seeing this. If that's what you say, you can't stand seeing this, then go to the next level. This is going to stop. We're not going to have, nobody's going to be disrespected in a store like that over something that costs $1. Nobody's going to be put down, and humiliated, and all of these things that we've seen. Nobody that lives in a penthouse on in Manhattan, in Midtown Manhattan, is going to be stopped by a big old diesel dude being stopped by some old white woman going into his building because she don't know him. You don't own the building. And she can stop a big Mandingo dude simply because, oh man, please, no longer, please. Matter of fact, y'all not gonna even meet for you to stop. You, every time you go and you feel like you want to be security of the building, it's gonna be somebody that look like you. You secure them. Those are the ones you need to watch. Okay. You watch them. Make sure they ain't trafficking some little young girls or little young boys. That's who you gonna watch. But our Mandingos ain't gonna be in your viewpoint, and you're not gonna be able to stop them. Not because they're gonna physically move them, because we have a frequency out that says no. Okay, you might get choked up on your words. You better hope that's all that happens. I'm just saying. Let me stop. Okay. I don't even stop.
I will let you go in because it's vital, and this information is super important. And what you're talking about is the truth. I mean, we have to know that we are absolutely empowered to do these type of things. Like, there's no reason for us to be victims anymore. There was never any reason for us to be victims. One of the things that was so celebration is just really understanding what that was about, and the fact that people were free for so long. It's almost like what we're dealing with right now. I feel like with the melanin frequency, it's like we are telling people you're free. You are free. You are absolute gods. You have power, and nothing has to happen to you anymore. Like you can make that happen, as my sugar baby say, anymore. Like it's never happened. It's not happening anymore. Like we can take authority. It's the same thing. Those people were free. And they left, they kept being enslaved for all those years until somebody came and told them. So we ring an alarm right now, y'all. Free. You no longer have to be victims in this society that we live in. So, High Priestess, we get together and we are still transmitting this frequency. Yes, ma'am. Every dolly, we are together. So we want to let the people know, because again, we know we missed y'all. Y'all missed us last heptad, last strong. We were not in the building, but y'all know we only give you a little bit because a lot of this information is offered on the MIMEC platform. And we absolutely want you to come over and connect with like-minded individuals. We know that there are more of us out here that are on this same frequency. We know it. And it's so much easier to navigate on this planet when you look at those people are on the same frequency. Can you imagine how much more powerful we are? You know, the reason why they are so powerful is because they understand how to work collectively with that energy, and they do it. And so we have to take on that same thing. So High Priestess, I did want to show really quick, because you did bring the malas up, and we want everybody to know that you absolutely can be on that melanin frequency with these malas, and you can get your malas today. Go to melaninfrequency.com/shop.
.org.
That's right. We gotta change that. Yes. Let me put it up here because it's on the. I think I had it going across the ticker. We need to change it on the flyer. You probably did. I just don't have the updated one. So I'll get that updated flyer in here, but I'm going to add the site and everything to the chat so that everybody can make sure you get them. Because again, this isn't just merchandise. Like we're not just showing you merchandise and just sharing merchandise with you, but this is actual energy work. We have actually spent time, the priesthood of the melanin frequency and MIMEC, the priest of MIMEC, have spent time with those hands focusing on the 52 transmissions and speaking them into those malas, focusing on the energy of the melanin frequency as they are being crafted and made. The malas are made with lava rock. They have green string, which represents our prosperity, which is running through the lava rock. The black for us, the people, we are the earth. It has the red, which we know represents our blood that is flowing, the plasma that flows through us, and the tassels are hanging. Like we are, that is the energy that you are getting in these malas. Everything was on purpose. So just notice they're beautiful. Yes, they're cute. You're gonna be cute when you rock it, but you also gonna be on that frequency, and you're gonna will really change your consciousness. It's gonna shift your consciousness and those around you. And yes, High Priestess has them in her ears. We're going to have all types of things, because what we want to do is we're going to be strategic about this. It's in everything that we do. The frequency is in everything. It's going to be in the things that people think are just adorning our bodies for beauty. Those are going to be our things that are going to be protecting us. The things that you speak, it's going to be reminders when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that RBG mala or those RBG earrings in your ear. You're going to be saying, I'm on that melanin frequency and this is who I am. You'll be able to command your authority with that. It's not just a conversation, y'all. And we really mean that. Like we've seen it work. I know it worked. I've seen this when High Priestess shared some stories about the melanin frequency working for her, and how just taking authority over her life and not allowing the things that she does not want to happen. And we have the power to do that. So I'm so glad that we are connected in order to be able to do this. But what we want is for you all to get connected. We want you to come over to MIMEC on Sunday nights. We call it Dolly at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the Melanin Frequency Energy Visual. We want you there. It is truly, it's a different experience. Talk about it, High Priestess. This is your baby, and I know you have been watching it evolve. The Wednesday night, I'm sorry, the Sunday night, Dolly night visuals. What is that about?
So we are
what are
in
the experience?
Okay. All right. So we are in year 2 of the Melanin Frequency Vigil. And so what we are doing is we are literally in the year of materialization. And look at what's happening. Okay. We are materializing the melanin frequency. We're putting it in our hands. Okay. We are becoming the legacy holders. We're putting the authority back where it belongs with the legacy holders for our lineage. Okay. Sometimes it's too big to say, hey, I'm shifting this for the whole global consciousness. All right. That might be too big, but it's not too big for those of us to say we're the legacy holders of our family and we want something better. We want to be the legacy holder that changes that shifts the frequency of our family, of our lineage. So now we have a lineage of high frequency beings with immortal health and immortal wealth. Okay, immortal awareness of things. So nobody that comes from our lineage that has our DNA comes in and has these experiences. So now that's something that each person can accept from their family. So that's why we took this on. We materialize. Okay, we become the legacy holders of our families. And then those of us who now want to, if everybody decides every one person decides they're going to be the legacy holder in their family, then it's still shifting the global consciousness because it just spreads and spreads and spreads. Now, what we do on a Sunday nights, they are short. They're usually about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. We go over one of the frequencies, usually the one that we did at the same time the previous year, and we literally expand it. Okay. We speak on what it was and then what it is now, because this is an evolution. Everything we do is an evolution. We take it to the next level. We have now this session has really evolved with the individuals that come on, because we have one of the things that I like the best about it is that we have a section where we go into reflections. And so we have folks that come on and they reflect from the previous cycle, what they have experienced. And it may be something related directly to the melanin frequency. It may be something else. We have folks come on, they doing poetry. Okay. Hip hop, just speaking on how their lives have changed and how this being united with like-minded folks is what they've been looking for, and what they're moved, how they've been moved by this thing. Okay, so that's a part of it. Then we go into a quick little explanation of the frequency, and we kind of expand it out. Okay, we drop a little knowledge, on it or whatever. And then every time, listen, I say this all the time. Every session that we do, every time you listen to something, you listen to this right now, it should take you, something in here should take you to the next level. Should give you something that you can expand from, something or some sort of confirmation of where you already are, and take you to that next level. Okay. And so we always look to do that with each of our sessions. And then we focus on the melanin frequency symbol, which is called, it's a Taurus, and it represents the ever evolving nature of the universe and how it is always updating and influencing itself. And so we do a group focus for 1 minute and 44 seconds, and then we end our session. And so these sessions, this happens every Sunday. We did miss last Sunday, mainly because I was having technical difficulties because I was traveling. I didn't have my computer, had my phone. Anyway, it was, I don't want to go into the excuses, but I should have just put on a recording or something like that. But generally it's every Sunday, and we don't miss a Sunday, even if we are traveling. So that's what we do, and we definitely invite everyone to attend. You will enjoy. It's laid back. It's very laid back, and we invite you to come and join in and unite with like-minded folks.
I didn't realize I was muted. So I was actually trying to pull up that Taurus because I wanted everybody to be able to see what you were speaking about, and I put it in the wrong place. But there is something that has it on it that I can share that is also loaded with the melanin frequency. And this here is an old flyer, you guys. So just know this sale is over. We've already had this Juneteenth event, but we have Melanin Frequency t-shirts as well. I'm on that Melanin Frequency. So you want to let everybody know that you are on Melanin Frequency. And so we have these shirts that are available, and this isn't it. Not only do we have shirts available, but Holistic Wellness Worldwide and the Melanin Frequency are connecting, and we are teaming up together to make sure that this energy is spread. And so after working with my Priestess and having the honor to work with her and make these malas, the energy was just flowing. And I mean, flowing to where the melanin frequency was going into everything. I mean, you see the earrings in her ear. We did bracelets. I do bath salts. Many of you know, if you go on our website, we have all types of spiritual baths and energy cleansings and all of that type of things for you to work with your mind and your eyes and your visual when it comes down to your healing. And so we even created a RBG melanin frequency bath salt. Okay, so you can get your red, black, and green bath salt, pour it in your tub, get your tub together, grab your malas, sit in there and do your meditation. When you come out of there, not only have you been infused it in your skin and you done said and got your meditation in, you dry off and you go grab your I'm on that melanin frequency t-shirt, and you go out the door and you are just oozing that melanin frequency. And who can touch you, boo? Like, who can touch you now? Like, you're in that space. So we encourage you. And again, please know that we're not just promoting merch. We are telling you this is what's been done, and we know the stuff works. We know that we know who our audience is, and we know that if you are following Holistic Wellness Worldwide, if you have been around womb evolution, melanin frequency, or MIMEC at all, you know that we don't play around with this planet. My High Priestess Ma'at to tell you in a minute, she F's with frequencies, y'all. So you got to know. You have to know what's going on with this stuff. When you get it in your hands, you will understand what we're talking about. So please make sure that you visit melaninfrequency.org so that you can sign up and be on the Sunday night vigils that we have, energy vigils, and participate in those, as well as get your melanin frequency infused merchandise. There is going to be so much more to come. The Melanin Frequency shop is about to be, because I'm telling you, touching these beads, when you get them, the things that you're doing, the stuff that you want to do. I've heard High Priestess, my aunt, said before, put your energy into it. Go ahead and transmit your frequency. What do you want to declare over your family that is never going to happen again? It's supported by the Melanin Frequency 52. So you can believe that it's going to work out for you. So I am excited about this. I'm really excited about where we're going with this. I want you all to visit MIMEC, Melanated Immortals, Making Evolutionary Change, so that you can be locked in on all of the things that are going on. I am going to get your a copy of the text message thing that we use, so that people can so I can post it here. That way people can find out how to get connected, and you can get the notifications if you don't already know how. But we'll make sure that we share that. We got some things that I haven't shared with High Priestess that Holistic Wellness Worldwide is going to do on our website, so that we can show this beautiful collaboration and let everybody see that we are absolutely are in full support of everything that is going on over there in the world of MIMEC. High Priestess, we have done it again. We have went over our hour mark. You know, I want to remind everybody that these are 30-minute lives. Like, that is our goal.
Really? Okay. Good luck.
That's what we tell ourselves. At least that's what I tell myself every time we get on here. I say we're going to be disciplined, 30 minutes, which means y'all will get about an hour and 45 minutes of our time. But no, really, to get the good, to get what you really, it is great to connect with me. I'm telling you, it's going to be for your benefit to come on over here and join us. Look at Holistic Wellness Worldwide. Many of you know us personally and been following us, and you know we have evolved. And where do you think all of this is coming from? We are in the flow. We are in the frequency. So, as we always do, we let High Priestess end us out and close us out. We want to go ahead and wrap up for tonight, because we have a lot both need to get done. But we are grateful that you all joined us on this evening and that you came in and shared your energy. Please make sure that you get your malas. Know that they're going to be wonderful for you. If you have questions for High Priestess, I am going to make sure that I put her information in there. Would you please reach out to her? She is the most available High Priestess I've ever met, y'all. If you had seen her, I know this strong, and she was talking to people, and I'm like, that's the High Priestess, and they're like, what? Like, I can go talk to her. Like, yes, you could go over there and talk to her, but now she's exclusive. Now you better catch her while you can, because again, she is everywhere. And so it was a joy to spend time with you on this past strong end, and to just share your energy when she left, because she had to be in so many places. So when she left on Sunday, when we were back out there, people was like, where's the High Priestess? Where is she? I got questions. I need to meet her. I want to get together. We got to talk about this signature. So next time we're going to do something where she is out there and she is the speaker, and everybody can have their time, and she can really address people, and then they can bring themselves to MIMEC. Ain't that right, High Priestess? They can just come on over and get the full. But thank you all. We appreciate you for joining us. Our Priestess is going to close us out. I am not sure what you are feeling led, what's up in there, what's been downloaded, but I'm going to give you the floor and yield the mic, and you let me know when to start the music. Peace, everybody.
All right. So give thanks. Again, it's definitely an honor being here, and thank you for having me. And then also my session, and I learned how to make mallets. I made my first one. I'm very excited, so I can do more than just bless them. I can also make them now. So I'm oh, you can't tell me nothing. All right. So let me just say this that I do want to reiterate as we were talking about the melanin frequency and how to be on it, and knowing that you have the ultimate authority over your purpose and your beingness, your purpose for being here, your physical form, and that there isn't an organization or person, place, or thing that has any higher authority than you do. Okay, now it sounds great, right? And so how do you actually walk, talk, and operate within that? And I want to reiterate practice. Practice is not when you caught up in something. Okay, that's not practice. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait for that minute. You want to be proactive. Okay, and this is why I say you want to remind yourself of these things. These are reminders, like MaakHeru was saying. These are reminders. The malas are reminders. The t-shirts are reminders that this is the frequency that you're on, and that you have the ultimate authority. You can just put out a wavelength that does not have anything to do with anybody overtaking you. Okay, and being in charge, and being able to target you or somebody in your family or whatever that takes away their freedom, okay, or their breath. Okay, so you have to, so we want to be proactive about these statements. I do recommend that you go to melaninfrequency.org. You can get a list of all of the frequencies that we put out, so you'll see how it's all covered. Okay, and also when you go there and you look at the frequencies, some of them have videos attached to them and things like that, so you'll get more and more information. You want to join us on Sunday nights, 6 p.m. Okay, well, we go through this and we talk about being the legacy holders. All right, and just so you know, just remind yourself of these things. Remind yourself that you have the ultimate authority and dominion over you and everything that has to deal with you, or else you would not have a physical form. That physical form is not governed by a government. That's what you are participating in, if you like to. Your dominion is yours. Okay, and you have the free will to be governed by why you came here. All right, and when you can learn a lot more of that, about what that is, and really hone in on that purpose, that's what we do over at MIMEC, Melanated Immortals, making evolutionary changes, and wombevolution.com. So with that, I want to say, thank you for having me. Thank you for listening. All of our information is in here if you have any questions or comments. And with that, it has definitely been my honor and my pleasure. I say Hotep. Oh, I want to give a shout out to the Womb Cry Institute. They had me come and speak on Sunday. It was awesome to see the women who have done the work to go to the next level. They literally have gone through the process of evolution, just to, not just to be, but it seems like, to get certified to do vaginal steaming. And why do they have to do that? Because it's not just a physical process, it's a metaphysical process. And so with the Womb Cry Institute, they learn more than just how to do vaginal steaming. They learn about themselves. They learn about what comes up when you do vaginal steaming, And so I definitely want to give them a big shout out, and for having me over there. And I definitely appreciate that. So want to stay tuned and listen to MC class, and we have a link there where you can get some of his music. It is exclusive here. Okay, he will not put it out unless it is through one of these channels. So definitely you want to stay tuned and listen to that. And again, it's been my honor, my pleasure. Hotep.
If you knew you were going to succeed, whatever you did, what would you do? I'll make it out here. If you knew you were going to succeed, whatever you did, what would you do or be? If you knew you were going to succeed, whatever you did, I would take my time. I would take my time. Me, who would be the divine mother's MC? See what I was doing in my you had 100. You know, I would take my dough and learn how to invest it. Yeah. I would make sure who I mean is totally invested. I would reach the highest heights I could reach. Highest heights I could reach. I'd be the super teacher. MC. I'd be the super teacher. Super teacher. Super teacher. I'd be the super teacher. I just don't want to be a preacher. I want to talk to my own. Talk to my own. Faith at home. Telling people what you can do alone. You can do alone, baby. I smile at myself. Put the fear on the show. Put the fear on the show. I'd be the divine mother's MC. If I knew what I knew right now.
Beyond technique, way out the atmosphere. Beyond technique, way out the atmosphere. Beyond technique, way out the atmosphere. Beyond technique.
Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out. You wanna know what this is about? It's the realness of the universe fully coming out. Damage control's just another god. We learn over the years that it comes from the inside. Send a spiritual message to the universe. Divine Mother will always come first. With this collective vibration we can reach. No need for a pulpit, I'm not here to preach. No one is better than the other. We all have unique powers to discover. Open pathways to our spiritual forces. A lot of us are tuned and we know our sources. All you have to do is be yourself. Be authentic, be real, the own, well hell. Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out. 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 There's no other person greater than you. When you tap into your spirit, you'll know what to do. Heart chakra vibrates higher frequency. You do you, and I'll do me. That's the only way to be free. Not dwelling on your past repeatedly, saying it's all their fault. You're stuck in life like a pillar of salt. You better learn to move on, walk on, because the person that you're mad at's probably gone. Stop seeing yourself like a pawn. Be real with yourself, come on. While the world's on lockdown, reports sounding bleak. How do I stay calm? The old technique. Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out. Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out. Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out. Broken glass everywhere. People just wanna smoke out.
Way out the atmosphere, man.